multi-effect pedals in 2025. This little nugget of goodness. Can it stack up to this big beast of a unit from the year 2008? We're going to look at delays today, so stay tuned. Righto, back with another head-to-head with the Hotone Ampero Stomp versus the Line 6 M13. There's about a 4,000 year age gap between the two and a 4,000% size difference between them. We're going to have a look at delays specifically today. If you like this sort of stuff, please consider liking and subscribing. That'll be really awesome. Helps the channel out and gets these stupid little videos out to more unsuspecting suckers. So that's awesome. So in the Hotone, we've got the recaller, which is a memory man, versus an analog echo Boss DM2. Digital delays in both of them are just straight up digital delays. Tape delay on the Hotone is a tape emulation, and then on the M13 they claim that is a Maestro EP1. And then finally on the Hotone, we're going to look at the Ambience 1 setting, which is like a multi-tap with reverb, versus the digital delay with mod, which is Line 6's own creation. Same deal as last time. I'm not going to tell you which unit I'm using, but we're going to reveal it at the end. I want you to write in the comments what you think is the Line 6 and what you think is the Hotone, A or B. Let me know what's what. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so that was the Hotone versus the Line 6. Which one was which? Did you write in the comments? Which one did you think was what? So I'm going to reveal it in 3, 2, 1. The Line 6 M13 was A. Cool, hey. For a unit that's about 14 million years old, man, it stacks up pretty well against the newer gear. Obviously, the Hotone isn't like a flagship device. It's not a Fractal. It's not a Kemper. It's none of that sort of stuff. It's a relatively affordable unit, but it retails for twice the price of what you can currently buy a used M13. And is the disparity in sounds really worth that much? Obviously, the size difference is massive. I showed it off in the last video. Size difference is considerable. The weight difference is considerable. Powering it is a bit of a nightmare as well, because this thing takes a single wall wart 2000 milliamps, whereas the Ampero I can power off a Strymon Ojai with a 500 milliamp output, so it's pedalboard friendly. It's awesome. Most importantly though, sound wise, how do they stack up with each other? I'm just gonna look at my little list. Okay, so the Hotone Memory Man versus the M13 DM2, I thought was pretty close. Digital delays are digital delays. Tape delay on the Hotone, I think, stomped the Line 6. It had that sort of really annoying gainy high fizz stuff that you couldn't really turn down. And I know it's meant to be like a EP1, but it'd be nice to have a bit of control over the gain level off the preamp in the EP1. I used the drive-through setting on the Line 6, and even that still had that annoying sort of fizz on the tails and the delay. Not great.
That doesn't sound good.
And then the ambient Hotone versus the digital delay with mod on the M13. Can't fucking talk. Again, I think the Hotone took this one. So we've got 2 ties and 2 to the Hotone. So I think the Hotone gets this one. In saying that, is it twice as good as what you can get out of the M13?
No.
M13 is great. And I love the Hotone. I use it live. It's on my pedalboard. So I'm not crapping on it. It is a unit that I use all the time. So I suppose to wrap this up, some of the more modern sounds out of the Hotone sound better than the Line 6. The Line 6 is from 2008. I think the Hotone is about a year old. I might be wrong. I don't really care.
I don't give a fuck.
It's a cool little unit, but then again, so is the M13. It's not a little unit, it's freaking massive. Go out and buy an M9 if you ever see one come up for sale, because they're smaller and they've got all the same effects in it, and they're, you can pick them up for cheaper, and they're cool little bits of kit. But anyway, that's enough mindless rambling out of me. We're going to wrap this one up, but I'll see you again next time. We're going to do modulation. Peace out.